So we got Garrus with us here. We got James. And here we go. Good night, Jenny. Alrighty. We good on volume? You guys getting that sweet, silky bass? What's up, Dauntless? Purple, good to see you. I think maybe I should try this. You think this will kill the Reaper? It didn't work. Okay. Let's go get the Primarch. Space White Walkers is a very interesting way to put it, Titan, but it does fit. I forget which way I'm supposed to go here. Let's see. I think we go... We go this way? Perhaps? Data pad. Pistol magazine upgrade. That's actually, I mean, that's useful. Why don't I throw that in really quick? Okay, good. Because we use that gun, unless we're supposed, did we crash during this part? Maybe we did. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, we crashed during this. So let's go Cowabunga, baby. The scale of the Reapers is awesome. Yo, the scale of this game is awesome. BioWare really did a wonderful job of like making you feel like shit is going down. Like it's not some like little weenie enemy. It's insanity.
Heads up! Here comes another wave. What? All humans say.
Are my headphones on? Quieter in my headphones than usual. Yep, there sure was, Titan. That entire DLC is based off of a person with autism.
Holy hell! What is that thing?
Shepard, so Live Mecha, the reason we lost our the reason we lost our Spectre and commander status was because we crashed an asteroid into a mass relay and wiped out 300,000 Batarians. Was not great. Also, this big boy. Oh my god. Yep. Yep. This is gonna be fun. Brutes are rough. Especially when you got the other dudes coming at you. Chuck a grenade, James. Oh, shit. My shield's back. Oh wow, Brute's getting taken care of. This is nice. All right. There we go.
What's the word on the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus.
All right. Well, that could have been a lot worse. What is he touching? I don't know. I don't know, Scott. Shepard's a little weird sometimes, you know? Audio levels may be a tad lower than usual. I thought so. It sounds low in my headset. All right.
How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble.
Well, that sounds like a thing that will probably happen. Where is my helmet? Eh.
Damn it. Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
Holy shit.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out of you? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Maybe. Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, man. Pretty rough. All right. What's the scale of this, man? They would have needed to be building artillery every day since the end of Mass Effect 1, seriously. I get it, though. I get why people didn't listen to Shepard. I mean, like, think about that for a second, Chad. If somebody showed up and said to us, hey, there's going to be some massive giant robots they come every 50,000 years and they're coming to wipe out organic life as we know it. And that's going to happen. How would you react? Probably the same way that most of us react when we hear people talk about like the rapture and shit like that.
Not more back here. Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses
You know how
But you're here asking
canonically
Victus
tall the
to do
Reapers
same
are in this
thing.
game? I don't.
Leave the fight to make nice in some boardroom.
This summit
Remember
is
some
the only
creepy
chance
planet
we've
lore
got.
from the places in Mass Effect 2 we explored.
of
It
us
was like,
leaving
this
the
planet
Reapers
looks like
alone.
it had cities at one point. They were all reduced to rubble. Yeah, right? That's weird. Hey, James. I got taken back to my apartment tonight in a cop car. I hope everything's all right.
Soldier, you okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. Headed south.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
I just took the med gel that guy was probably going to need. Y'all catch that? Also, James, thanks for the 4 months, man. There's a lot of evidence that might have backed this up. It is true. It's just, it's hard, you know? One man trying to tell everybody what's going on. 2 to 4 kilometers high. Holy shit.
That was a little closer than I'd like.
I'll say.
Shit.
No survivors. Damn it.
Crash like that is not surprising.
This is all grim, man. I'd love some good news. Like, I just want to hear, like, maybe, like, one Reaper got destroyed. We wouldn't even have that.
Commander, you really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
Yeah, I fought with 2, buddy. 2. And they were tough. Gotta love political beef when the universe is literally at stake. God, they're so big, man. Boy.
That sounds bad!
Okay, double time. No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
Yeah.
Behind you.
I'm from no Reapers taking this Primarch from me. Shepard sounds a little goofy. Clear the camp. Okey-dokey. Oh boy. We got lots of big boys. Oh shit. They have grenades? That's fun. Whoa. Garrus, get out of my way, buddy.
Move into the compound.
Moving!
Right behind you!
All right, so far so good. I don't want to speak too soon here, though. Oh boy. Oh, we got a brute. That's not my favorite. Is there a marauder that is leveling or like healing them? I think there is. Oh boy. Unity, go. God, look at all that armor, man. Oh God. Come on, fellas. All right, brute down. Woo! More coming in.
Understood.
Oh, come on. Another one? Are you? Oh my God, fellas, I'm gonna need some assistance. Stat. my god. Like, look at all these Turians chilling here. Come on. Halfway. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, good. That's fun. That's fun. Out of ammo. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Okie dokie. Oh, no. I can't get out of here. I'm so screwed. Go, Shepard. Go. Go. Get down. Get down. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, all right. I'm glad to hear that, James. Damn it. Dude, getting stuck on the geometry there was pretty brutal. Guys, I'm going to need you to be back here.
Right away.
Because I need your abilities more than I need your firepower here. All right, we got this. Clear this place out. The Marauders suck because they heal people. They're like combat medics. Come on. Ugh. I got... Oh, this is my only chance. Just to hit him and run. Yep, I'm dead. Jesus Christ. I knew this battle was going to be hard. Is there a lot more rolling and dodging? Yeah, I mean, the game's not super generous with cover, that's for sure. We'll get this. We'll get this. I just gotta get it, kind of get the rhythm. Get the shields off of these guys. You know, get the Marauders on fire. Because these guys shooting is not helpful. Like, I will say they offer a little bit of help because I can kind of like... See, like, do we get more? Oh, James, fortify. There we go. Okay. Marauders down, so now I just got to keep moving. Like, that's the most important thing I can do here is just move. When these guys get a little bit too friendly. I don't think... Oh, there's another Marauder? Really? All right. Let's go make sure that guy dies. All right, there's one down.
It's been a brutal fight for these guys.
Unity. We're going to use that Marauder if the Brute gets too close. Oh, shit. Go, 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 go. Soldier's my favorite to play as Metroid. Oh my god, dude. That... Oh, I gotta remember that cliff is worthless to jump off of. I keep trying to jump off of it, and it's just not working for me, man. Just not working for me. We gotta... The fact that even more Marauders spawn while you're trying to take out those two brutes is rough, man. Come on, Ryan. Hit your shots, buddy. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, Marauder down. Now. James doesn't have any more. Oh my god. We got this, chat. We got this.
Looks grim. Been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the tide's turning.
Nope, I'm dead. Can you run out of ammo? Yes, you can. Oh my god. See, the problem is, oh man, I have to get a better defensive. See, why I can't go up in these really sucks. Like, I really wish I could get up into one of these defensive positions. All right, we're gonna be smart here. We're gonna go this way. I'm gonna chill behind this wall, and I'm gonna get absolutely stomped. Apparently. And there's another one right there.
Let's bring the goddamn bastards to their knees!
Oh my god. Assault rifle, and then we're gonna charge this guy. I feel like it's my only hope. Oh, come on. James. Oh, good. Good. Oh, Tree Hugger, good to see you, buddy. Oh my god. I don't know what the strategy is here. This is nuts. Oh my goodness. The amount of times Garrus has walked in front of my sniper shots is not appreciated. All right, it seems like the better play was to have these guys back here.
Understood.
And to get the brutes to charge them, and then we just try to move around. These marauders spawning seemingly infinitely is not helpful. Yeah, see, the brutes are gonna come over here. I got two marauders. Okay. Another marauder spawned up there. Shepard could climb any slower. Okay. Chat! Oh my god! This is crazy! Oh my god, I'm so glad y'all are here because this would be driving me nuts if I was here without you. Let me tell you. This is brutal, man. "14th time is the charm." If you're watching the VOD right now, hopefully you don't have to skip ahead too much farther from getting annoyed at how long this is taking me to beat. Oh, cool. I have neighbors right now that are lighting off fireworks outside of my apartment. That's really fun. That's very considerate. No, not yay. They're literally like 3 feet from our door, and it's gonna wake up Allie. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, man. I'm in trouble. Oh. None of this would have happened if I had shot a monkey in the cave, it's true. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I torture myself with playing this on Insanity? For the challenge, baby. For the satisfaction of getting it done. I really need James and Garrus to stay alive. That's a huge part of this. Okay, I got 4 shots left here. See, they just, I mean, it's almost like the Marauders just respawn instantaneously as soon as I knock them down. Like, there's no, it's like there's no finite amount. Yeah, see, and then they work their way up so fast. Oh my god. Okay. See, I like strategizing this. So maybe what we do is we take one Marauder out. Here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna take one Marauder out, and we're gonna leave one up. That way there's only one shooting at me at any given point in time. We're going to take that Marauder's shield down so that he's weak. See, this is what you gotta think about. All right, he's weak. Now... Oh, we still have 2 Marauders up. Wait, so do they come back as soon as I kill one? Maybe I just need to leave him weak. And then we worry about the brutes. I just don't. Oh, and then they get their shields back. No, so. Yep, they just keep coming down, so this isn't even going to matter. Oh, great. Great. Really? Oh. All right, we got a crit on that brute. That was huge.
But the tide's turning.
Turn up the heat!
All right, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna let Garrus take the shields off the Marauder, and then we're gonna let James carnage him, take him out. Marauder down. Where's the brute? Okay, brute's over there. We're gonna get James back up. Garrus throw a landmine. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Now we just got to deal with Marauders. Oh. Yeah, this game's hard if you play it on Insanity, but I promise you, those of you that are watching this, if you're like, oh my god, there's no way, I promise you, you can do this on the easier difficulties. They have a story difficulty that basically makes it so that this is a cakewalk. Just doing this on Insanity like I'm doing it is just pure punishment. Oh. Is that it? Did we get it? Did we get it? What is that? A freaking cannibal? Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. You persist, chat. You persist. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Woo! Let's go talk to General Victus.
General Victus.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander. I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fedorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
He ain't gonna like that.
I'm Primarch of Palaven. Negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
Completely understand. And I know that I'm about to ask you something that you are not going to like. You are watching all of your brethren, your brothers, your sisters, your non-binary Turians. You are watching them get absolutely demolished. You have been a military strategist in general for a very long time, and now I'm asking you to leave so that you can come play politics. Yeah, he's not going to like it. I completely understand. So this question is stupid. I know what the hesitation is. look, you sound perfect. If you don't like diplomats, good. I need a guy who's going to come in here guns blazing, because nobody else seems interested in that approach.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth. I need an alliance. I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Well, that was easier.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this move.
Without him up there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
More doubt from Shepard.
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them. Not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
Boy.
I apologize for being so frank, Commander, but your plan feels doomed to failure. We know. We've been there before.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I'm not the only one that feels this way. The Solarian Dalatras is livid.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Perhaps. Still, we can't help but feel that this summit is a waste of your time, and we can't afford to have it waste ours. We must focus our attention on the arrival of the Reapers. So no, the Asari will not be at your summit.
Oh, Jesus.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
Good luck, Commander, and goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
This is why people get frustrated when people in power don't do things. I understand that her hands are tied, but I don't appreciate when people try to use the past that is in a completely separate context to predict the future context or current present context that is unrelated to the context that they understand the previous thing to be in. And what's happening here is she's saying, well, we tried this with the Krogan before and we don't think it's going to work. This is different. The entire galaxy is on fire. We know that all organic life is about to get wiped. Maybe we put that aside and we take current context into account and we ask. Let's let the Krogan tell us no if they're going to tell us no. But if you're going to get out here and preempt this with a completely unrelated contextual understanding of what we're trying to get, you are off to a terrible start. And I do not appreciate that kind of leadership. It also just doesn't work psychologically. It's how people box themselves into self-fulfilling prophecies. You know, she's sitting here going, that's not going to work. And as a result, I don't have a resource that absolutely adds to more than what I have. So now, if shit doesn't work, she goes, well, it wouldn't have worked anyway. Not useful.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Wish Shepard could say it's your funeral then. So, you know, this is the delicate part about this, though, Nigel, is I don't know that saying that does anything good for us. You know, like, if we get spiteful and annoyed at people for making the decisions they make, like, it's not going to change their mind. I understand the sentiment. I totally understand wanting to say, you know, screw you, it's your funeral. But, like, it's all of our funerals at this point. Like, you making this decision impacts more than just you. It impacts us. The Asari are a huge force. At least tell me what it would take to get you on board. Like, for you to just be doomsdaying is not useful. At least the Turians are saying, here's what you can do to get us on board. I will take that over defensive pessimism on behalf of the Asari any day. Any day.
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
Man, see? You can see it. We're all starting to question ourselves here. We are against a force unlike anything we've ever seen, and you see Shepard, and now you get a little glimpse into Hackett of they're having to make very difficult decisions against impossible odds, and it's getting to them. Everybody's rattled. And that's okay. I'm not here to say that that's a bad thing, but you can absolutely see the way that people are getting affected. You can see it with Hackett there. You know, he didn't say it, but he basically said, I made a decision that I'm probably going to live with for the rest of my life.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
I'm going to just let him sit on that one. I'm not going to fight him on it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The hour appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Did. Some say the atomic bomb is the biggest deterrent to World War III we've ever had. How do you come to terms with how heavy that can be making a decision like that? You remind yourself constantly, Dark Knight, of the context under which you had to make that decision. And you also have to acknowledge that no matter how many times you go back and replay that decision, the decision is already made. You can never go back in the past and redo that decision. So you have to come to terms with what it means for you in the present. You remind yourself of the context that you made the decision in. You remind yourself that you didn't have the benefit of hindsight. When we use hindsight to contextualize like the past and judge our decisions based on hindsight, you don't do yourself any favors, particularly if you are like super hooked to the intensity of that decision that you made. You didn't have the benefit of hindsight when you made a decision, so you can cut yourself a bit of a break there.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hackett out.
Yeah, we go over that a little bit off-world at the beginning. They're kind of like, oh shit, these have been under our nose the whole time. Speaking of the use of nuclear weapons at the end of World War II, are you familiar with hardcore history? The last series of podcasts were kind of about that. I am not familiar with that. All right, we got any? No, we don't have any new. Oh, Primarch Victus is on the ship with us.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Indeed.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
That is super cool, Chief. I hope you have a lot of fun. Driving range can be a really fun date. Yeah, I like this guy too. I have a lot of respect for the Turians, man. The Turians, they shoot straight, and I need people that shoot straight.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know. She's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Oh boy.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on Deck 3.
See if you can...
Oh shit, we got a death board down here. Look at this. Ashley Williams is on there. Richard Jenkins. Charles Presley. Damn. All right, but we gotta let's go find out what's going on with Edie. All right, so we're on Deck 3. Punchy. I appreciate the excitement.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
Joker's gonna love this. You're gonna need to tell me a little bit more about what's going on here.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was quite the decision you made there, Edie.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Oh?
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
Yeah.
That we can agree.
Let's go be a fly on that wall. That's about the best way anybody could put that, Scott. Yeah, we'll come back down here. Let's go be a fly on that wall.
Commander, I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, just give me a second, all right? I got important shit to go attend to here. What do we got? Joker.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot.
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would have baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Is it hot in here or is it just me? Holy shit.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, Do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Oh, what a question is that? Edie, what are you asking me? Do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds? Oh, God. I would much rather it be a discussion. Okay? Like, I understand that there may be some moral objection to an order that I give. At the same time, sometimes I gotta make a decision as the leader of the ship. And if we are in absolute dire straits and I gotta make a tough call, the crew is certainly welcome to blame me. If they object, it could put us in danger. This is a dicey one, man. This is a gray area and a half. Because I think ideally, many of us like the idea that if you morally objected to an order that you had, you could disobey it, or you could reject that order without consequence. And I think under circumstances of like sitting around the war room and talking about it, yeah, I'm down. In the moment, when shit's hitting the fan and our survival's at stake, I don't know that that's the time to make a moral stand if it's going to put the entire crew in danger. And I think that that's sort of an underlying agreement that the crew has by being willing to follow me. Like, I think one of the reasons why Shepard is so universally followed by the crew in the way that he is because for the most part, the crew believes that Shepard is going to make calls that align with their understanding of their value set, right? So I don't think I'd be in a position of leadership if I didn't have some sort of directional compass that people felt they could follow, right? So context absolutely matters here. I expect good judgment on behalf of the crew. I also expect that if I make a call in a position of leadership, that you are consenting to me making that call. And I understand that if you give illegal orders and you try to do a war crime and all that shit, that people should object. I understand that. But if we're in dire straits and it's a survival moment, you got to follow what I say. You got to follow what I say. So I expect good judgment.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Very interesting that she goes to Joker first. Shows that there's some sort of bond there. I mean, this gets very interesting because we're talking about she's an artificial intelligence, and that gets in the whole conversation we had when we played Detroit, which is what that whole game's about, which is at what point does an artificial intelligence become just simply an intelligence? You know? Like, at what point is it ridiculous for me to suggest and interact with her as if she's a robot? She's very different from Legion. Like Legion acknowledges, like, I am a individual platform that carries a whole consensus or whatever of the Geth. Whereas Edie is like, I'm a self-contained AI, and I want to make modifications. So I think she can choose her own path. I'm okay with that. I think what I would ask for is for a dialogue with me, right? Like, we can establish trust this way. I want to know what you're trying to accomplish, and as a result, maybe I can help scaffold that process for you. I mean, when I hear her saying, I mean, she's implying that she objects to some of Cerberus's directives based on whatever information she's gathered over the time that we've known her. And I can jive with that. So I'm okay with her choosing her own path. I just would like a dialogue.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum.
Correct.
If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context.
Correct.
May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay, so the beauty of that interaction that I want to point out there that I think really speaks to the sophistication of Edie as an artificial intelligence is her understanding of the need for context in the decisions that she makes and in the ways that she starts to conceptualize who she is. I love that that is something that Edie recognizes and is interested in, right? That any one decision, any one value, any piece of whatever existential thing you want to talk about does not exist in a vacuum, as Edie says. It exists in context. It is learned. It is developed. It is a consequence of whatever preceding factors contribute to it. So when people try to talk about moral decisions and moral code and all these things as if it exists in a vacuum, they are missing a very important part of how you make your own decisions in your life, which is you have to take into account context. You have to ask questions, be curious about what's around you, observe, wonder where people are coming from and why they're saying the things they're saying, because you get a lot more richness of information from doing that, as opposed to assuming that everything exists in nice, cute little boxes. It's huge that Edie is noticing that already.
Yes,
Business
Shepard?
now. Pleasure later. Carry on, Edie.
The side FX, thank you for the
If
5
you wish
months.
to talk
Appreciate
more,
that, friend.
This body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Cool. Also, everybody who's here right now, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you hanging out, spending some time with me and us aboard the Normandy crew, or aboard the Normandy ship with the crew, whatever. I said that weird. But thank you for being here. I really appreciate you spending time here.
Commander.
All right. That was neat. Let's go see what...
Are you trying to seduce me?
Blipper Fury, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, friend. Those of you, I've seen a lot of you say you came in here from...
Major Alenko. He must be feeling better.
A message from Caden, sweet. By the way, I've seen a lot of you say that you're coming in here off of TikTok. Thanks for popping in.
Commander, are you all right? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
You are correct, Daniel. Good catch. Grissom Academy. That's where we sent David in Project Overlord in Mass Effect 2, for those of you who may not remember.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Oh, that's nuts.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, I like her better than Kelly as well. Way more useful and less annoying. All right. Wow, we got a lot of emails. All right, let's check our emails. Meet me in Purgatory from Arya. Oh, you all know how I feel about Arya. Your boy is real happy to hear that Arya is alive. Big fan. Big fan of Arya to look. Big fan. Okay. I have a proposition for you, Shepard. Huh. Makes me shiver a little bit. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Holy shit! This woman knows how to talk to me. Woo! I'll be right there. All right, from Sender Blocked. Commander, my name is Jondum Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in STNR took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. Okay. No, Fiction Nerd. It has nothing to do with who plays her. I just like the character. From Caden. Hey, Shepard. Through some combination of medical miracle and dumb luck, I survived the beating I took on Mars. The doctors say I'm not ready to be released, but I'd really like to see you if you can spare the time. Counselor Udina offered to make me a Spectre. Still thinking about whether or not I should accept. Stop by my room at the hospital when you're on the Citadel. I'd like your advice. Nice. Is this address valid? Shepard. I've called and I've sent messages but gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tanner Nuara. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. We should meet before the circumstances force us apart again. Bane. Hey. Urgent message from Admiral Hackett. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about Reapers that could have a direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to support his efforts in the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bryson's laboratory on the Citadel at once. Omega, come see me. Shepard, I have something important to discuss with you. It's sensitive, so we'll need privacy. I'll arrange for that soon. In the meantime, come see me on the Citadel in the aptly named Purgatory. I have a few ideas for your war. Ooh. Not a bad Lance Henriksen impression. I do what I can. That man has my favorite voice in all of the world, but hey. Citadel, there's a lot to do on the Citadel. I think we need to go kind of check out some stuff on the ship here, though. Got a lot of people to chat with.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Get over it. Jesus, Shepard. Easy, buddy.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Okay, so, I was a little annoyed there for a second, but, hey, she takes care of her teeth. I respect that. Kitten Death, thank you for the raid, friend. Welcome in. Those of you coming along with the lovely Kitten Death. I'm Dr. Mick, licensed couple and family therapist, PhD in human development, and this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more, in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. I know. Well, it does, Lynx. It massages your gums as well.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
she's got a real nervous energy about her, doesn't she? Makes me wonder if she's having to battle a little bit of some imposter syndrome. Like, literally since we met her, she's got this like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking to Commander Shepard vibe. And that's okay. You know, I have to say that for the most part, I really respect that Traynor owns it. That you can tell that she's trying to like warm herself up into the position that I mean, obviously people have told her that she's good enough for this. She was picked for a reason. But it seems like she's having a hard time synthesizing that into her own self-conceptualization. And that's okay. If you're experiencing imposter syndrome, own it. It's okay if you come off a little bit this way, but if she started to overly project that, it would get annoying. And to this point, she hasn't done that.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Cool. Well, thank you.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Hey, own it. Be excited. Chat, be excited about your passions. Be excited about the things you're good at. Be excited about the things that challenge you and your ability to confront those challenges. I love that she is that excited about those things. Don't ever discount the things you're interested in because you're worried that the person you're talking to is not interested in it. I guarantee you, if you walk into conversations like this and you show that enthusiasm, people will be drawn toward it. And if they aren't, then whatever. I love that.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
You're correct. I should go.
Carry on, Specialist.
I don't want to talk about Mindwar. Okay? You can talk to me about your past. I don't need to talk about mine right now, okay? I got enough shit going on in my head. I don't usually stream Saturdays, but had fun. Started with Rocket League, moved over to COD. Hope your night's been good. Is however late. Hate to raid and leave. Hey, totally understand, Kid and Death. I'm glad you had a good stream. Thank you as always for bringing people my way.
Primarch seems like a good guy. He'll get his people moving in the right direction.
What happens on Mindwar stays on Mindwar, correct. People love to bring up my traumatic past. That is correct. They really like to do that. Ooh, we swanked this up a little bit. We got a little poker table. Okay. I see you, Normandy. And to become still commander again? No, not yet. Oh, there's nobody here. Let's go talk to Chakwas. I just like to check in with everybody, make sure we're doing all right.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Oh, Joker is going to have a field day with that.
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Go for it.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
Love to hear it.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
That is the... She said, I'm a picture of health. That is the picture of a reframe right there. You want to talk about the power of a reframe? That's it right there. Look at her attitude as the result of the way that she chooses to conceptualize our time with Cerberus. People think that reframing is cliche and that it's this hokey thing. It makes a huge difference. The way that you cognitively conceptualize your world, the way that you make sense out of things, absolutely biases your attitude and the behaviors and the way that you interact with people about the things that are going on. So be intentional about the way you think about things and how you frame your world. It makes a huge, huge difference. And Chakwas that's a beautiful example of it.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
So a reframe, Kai, is when we choose the way cognitively that we make sense of something that either has happened or will happen. An example here is Chakwas is talking about, or we're talking about working for Cerberus. Shepard says, how did you feel about the fact that we worked for Cerberus? That's Shepard's frame. We worked for Cerberus, right? So that conceptualizes it adds to his attitude, the way that he makes sense of it, whatever. But his idea is we worked for Cerberus, and that comes with a whole bunch of meaning. Chakwas, on the other hand, she could share that frame. She could say, yeah, that's how I frame that event cognitively, but she chooses to frame that as we used Cerberus as a means to justify an end. And that as a result has an entirely different sequence of meaning that she derives from our time with Cerberus that is different from mine. And so one of the things that we'll talk about psychologically and in therapy is helping people reframe things like their past, not as a way to deny things happened, but as a way to draw stories about what it is that's happened and put things in context in a way that's more empowering to you as opposed to detrimental to you. You could call it a worldview, but we are usually going to take reframing as being more of like on an event type thing.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
But yes, you can certainly have like, and the example I used to use when I taught reframing when I was a professor is like, I'll show you a little thing. Okay. So if I do let me see. How do I want to do this? So what am I showing you, chat? Do you know what this is? If my hands are the frame? Okay, right? So you start to see people have their own guesses on what that is. Okay? Okay. So now, chat, what am I showing you? I always love doing this exercise with people. Okay, so the first version is a frame that's way too small. We are way too focused in the way that we're trying to make sense of what a thing is, and you're only seeing a piece of it. Thus, you have a hard time understanding what it is. In the second example, my frame's too big. Way too big. And as a result, you can't figure out what it is that I'm trying to direct your focus to because the frame is far too big. So our goal psychologically is to frame things in such a way that you understand what they are. So if I do this and I put this in its proper frame, what am I showing you? It's a guitar pick holder. Okay, so see, we get 3 right there. Okay, so the point of this is you want to try to frame things psychologically in a way that is going to make the most sense for you and help you understand the things that have happened to you or could happen to you in a very realistic sense. People have a tendency to overly zoom in or overly zoom out. And if you do that, you lose a lot of the nuance and the context and the importance of a thing. So that's I mean, this was me doing this off the cuff. I had like a really sophisticated way of doing it when I was teaching, but that's kind of the point, right? So you choose how you frame things for yourself. And that includes how you frame the way you see yourself, right? So when we're talking about positive self-talk, like, you know, if I was to say, you know, like for that exercise, right? If I frame myself as a person who's not a very good instructor, I might bias my way into going, you know what? I didn't do a very good job conveying that. If I overly bias myself as I'm a perfect instructor, then I'm going to miss out on people who still maybe didn't understand the point of the exercise. I have to be able to create a frame that says, you know what? I probably helped some people understand reframing a little bit better there, and there may still be some people that are lost because I did my best. My frame there is I did my best to illustrate that to you, right? As opposed to I'm a failure who can't explain anything, right? It makes a difference in the way that you view the things that happen to you. You can acknowledge the facts of a situation and then add meaning in a way that's more empowering rather than detrimental to you.
Dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
It will, sir.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
I can relate, my dude. I did the same thing with Earth. I know it's not exactly the same, but empathy, baby. I got it.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
I want to draw attention really quick to the thing that Shepard said about the kid on Earth, because it's an perfect illustration of something that you may have heard of before, which is called survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt tends to happen when people create a narrative that they should not have survived a thing that other people didn't. Right? Why me? Why am I the one that gets to live? when others died or others were injured. And survivor's guilt tends to come from a deep sense of empathy. It comes from empathy for those who either maybe lost their lives or were harmed by a thing that you weren't harmed for. But it's a logical fallacy, or it's a narrative that gets spun in a direction that's not particularly useful to a person, because people will start to beat themselves up for surviving. And it gets into a really, you can sort of get a window into a person's sense of self-worth in these conversations sometimes with survivor's guilt, because people either believe they didn't deserve to survive, or they think it's unfair. One of the things that you have to be very careful about with survivor's guilt is that it can actually take away from remembering the people who were actually harmed by a thing that happened. It's okay to have some anxiety about the fact that you survived a thing that others didn't, but if you start to overly indulge that guilt narrative, people may start to get frustrated with you, because they're going to look at you and say, yeah, but you survived when others did not. And am I supposed to feel bad for you? Right? So we can acknowledge the emotion of that, but it's also very important to realize that guilt narratives get created in shoulds. And I should have, other people should have lived instead of me, or I should not have survived that, is really going to be a narrative that can be more destructive than helpful down the line.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
Fair enough, Garrus. Personal preference, Nyantucket.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm not going to tell him don't worry. I despise don't worry as a response to people saying that they're worried. I understand that worrying can be annoying, especially when worrying goes to a point where it detracts from a person's autonomy and space to worry about themselves, right? Like, overly worrying about things can be problematic sometimes for people, but anytime a person says I'm worried about it, if you immediately say don't worry, you're giving them a directive against something that absolutely makes sense to them. It makes sense why Garrus is worried. What it comes down to is, what does he do with that worry? Right? Does he direct it to a lost sense of agency and control, or does he direct it into doing something about it? And doing something about it that is in the spirit of health of him and the people around him. So, word to the wise, stay away from saying don't worry when people say they're worried.
Good morning.
Because really, worry comes from anxiety. Worry is just a sophisticated conceptualization of anxiety. And so you're basically looking at a person saying don't be anxious. Never works.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
Thanks, Thomas. This dialogue option is interesting to me. One of the things I like about the way that BioWare created Mass Effect 3, I think more so than 1 or 2, is I really think they give the player a chance to truly empathize with Shepard's emerging doubt. And so Garrus comes into this very confident, And there's this concept sometimes that we call splitting, which is where if we take confidence and we look at confidence as good versus bad, Garrus is exuding confidence in this conversation, saying we've got it, which puts Shepard in a position where he potentially sees himself as the antithesis to confidence, as doubtful. And if Shepard sees that confidence is good, doubt is bad, he is going to try to offload some of that doubt to Garrus by questioning his confidence as a chance to try to equalize that and maybe bring some of his own confidence back up. So Shepard asking here, no doubts, serves two purposes. One is it shows an expression that Shepard is doubtful, but it also potentially tries to inject some doubt in Garrus because we perceive his confidence as missing the mark.
Pleasure later.
It's very complex stuff. Like when we get into splitting and stuff, we start getting into like, you know, object relations and these very deep psychodynamic models. But I find that dialogue option to be quite interesting, and I think it really hits the mark with BioWare to present it to us. I am actually not going to ask it. I don't really have any interest in shattering Garrus's confidence right now, even if it is bravado. I'm totally okay with the fact that he experiences confidence. I'm going to use it as a little bit of reassurance. Again, one of the hallmarks of Mass Effect 3 is that you start to see the crew attempting to reassure Shepard instead of Shepard being the one that is constantly behind everybody else.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
Brick James, thank you for the 3 months, friend. I appreciate it.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Boy!
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
And there is Shepard eating off of Garrus's confidence. Okay, so this is why I love this conversation, because if you avoid the doubt, if you take the conversation for what it is, you take ownership of your own experience of doubt, you allow Garrus to have ownership of the confidence, we feed off of it a little bit, and next thing you know, we're making a little bit of a joke about how we're going to rebuild Palaven when this thing is over, and it starts to buoy us up a little bit here. It's okay to draw upon the energy of people around you, which is why it's so deeply important to surround yourself with people who have, in general, good energy. If you surround yourself with people who are vampires in terms of emotion and are constantly downers and pessimistic, it's going to pull you down. You cannot help but draw upon that energy. So Shepard surrounding himself with this crew and really allowing them to be the way that they are is a huge boon for this. And you get to see it there with how Shepard responds, and I love it.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Love it. Love it. Garrus is a real bro, man. Such a well-written character. Okay, let's do this real quick. I've been meaning to do this for a while here. There we go. Full health and shield bonus is good. Assault mastery is also good. Increase power damage by 10%, weapon by 5, force by 30, reputation by 8. I need the damage. Increase squad mate power damage by 15, weapon by 10, weight capacity by 35. Squad mate power damage. Shotgun by 15. There we go. Good shit. Armor piercing ammo, which is super important. Increase health and armor damage by 6%. Squad mates gain your ammo power at 50% effectiveness. Oh. Increases headshot damage by 25. Ammo capacity by 30. I need the ammo. Increases ammo's cover penetration by 60%. Decreases the effectiveness of armored targets by 25. Increase health and armor damage by 10. Alright. And then let's go biotic charge is super useful as well. Increase damage and force by 30. Hit up to 2 additional targets. That's for the force. Increase weapon damage by 15 after. Increases power damage and force damage for 25%, 15 seconds. I like the weapon damage. Give biotic charge 25% chance of not triggering a cooldown. Increases barriers an additional 50% after a sexual. Yeah, absolutely that. And then we'll do pull. Okay. We are spec'd much better now. Alright. Let's go see who else we got here. I'm enjoying these little conversations with the crew here. Let's go talk to Liara.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
It's 343 Guilty Spark, baby.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Wish I had that many monitors in my setup.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
It's all good. I don't mind it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
Yeah. Get all those monitors.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Alliance interrogation record. Cerberus operative. Alliance interrogator 1. Ugh. Check out these implants she's got jammed into her face. Alliance interrogator 2. Shh. She's awake. Cerberus operative. Unintelligible. AI 2. Hello. Do you know where you are? CO. A1. You know how much goddamn trouble you're in? Hey, ease up. Listen, you're in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't mean we can't work something out. If you help us, we can... You okay? I'm okay, but holy hell, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang? Well, shit. Is everyone in Cerberus rigged up like that? Yikes. Self-destructed. There was a terrible explosion I made with my mouth, but whatever. Prothean notes, 2171 to 2185. Glyph reminded me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. Liara. 2171. The University of Ceres agreed to sponsor me at the Prothean dig on Jritterup. Very exciting. Professor Hennel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for opinion on my thesis outline. Attachment. Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshon is right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seems to have approved of the rest of the paper. Attachment. Paper on a comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183. Part 1. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Attachment. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2183, Part 2. Goddess, this human, Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about this cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. Attachment, paper on the end of the Prothean Empire with correction notes. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Attachment. Paper on Prothean biology. Message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tadzik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when do the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Alright. God, I wish I was here for your Mass Effect 1 playthrough. It's on YouTube, Taco. You can watch it if you want. I got the whole playthrough there. Good night, Metroid. Man, Liara's got a ballin' setup here. Is it just me? Or is this going backwards? No, I guess not. I guess the back of the ship is this way. No, it's not. Okay.
Thank you for the data packet. The results are available on the Information Network terminal.
It is, no, it is going backwards, isn't it? No, the front's here. No, it's going the right way. It's going the right way. Because the front is this way. Hold on, now I'm curious. Because we're heading toward the front of the ship. Yeah, it's going the right way. Armor mod kit. Farron is persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omnigel converter and malfunctioning fabricator can make one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving the shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. I'll take that. Shields +5, ammo capacity +5. Probably ammo capacity, honestly. No. Shields. Gotta be tanky. We also need to make sure my armor's all fixed. We should probably go talk to James, too. We got a lot of talking to do down here.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Dude, I totally understand. I get it. I get why you didn't want to join me. I was with Cerberus, man.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
No, Presley is who died in Mass Effect 2 at the beginning. Judas Priest.
Yourself. Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right. Guess we don't have Donnelly in here anymore. anymore. That's fine. Dude's a little bit creepy anyway. Let's go see if Jack's down here. Oh. No Jack. Model Turian Cruiser. All right. All right. Let's go talk to James. Oh yeah, and Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
This dude's a badass.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Which is just shorthand for saying Hammerhead kind of sucked, scrapped.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak.
I think we need to find.
It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
I'm guessing he probably did, Uncle Bill. DeBeast, thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate it, friend.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Thank you, sir.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Understood, man.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Understandable. There it is. There it is. Old reliable. Cerberus Ajax armor. Not really interested in wearing that, although it looks kind of neat. Helmet. Chest. And I need the health boost. That's the tricky part about these. Get my pattern color, get my purple again. There we go. Hint 1, we're good. Oh, right. You can buy these weapon upgrades. I could upgrade the Avenger. I don't know that I want to do that yet. Serta supplies. Buy Medigel upgrades. Medigel capacity is increased by 1. That is useful, so we will do that. Casa fabrication. Oh, I think the Indra is the... If I recall properly, I'm pretty sure the Indra is the sniper rifle that I like the most. Because it fires like a semi-automatic rifle. Okay. Alright, boy, I just burned through a lot of stuff. That's fine. Let's go over here. Let's do this properly. There we go. This guy. Get the mods. Increases damage by 15. Okay. I don't really use my pistol much, so I don't know that I'm gonna pack it. Shotguns are too heavy, so that's not going to be useful. I don't know. Like, I just never find myself in a position to use a pistol, so let's go without it here. Let's modify this guy. Okay. Are you about to head to the Citadel? I don't know yet. We're going to talk to James first. I'm doing the rounds.
Hey, boss. So, that Turian's on board now, no?
That, and Edie's got herself a shiny robot body.
What?
She got that Cerberus bot and took it over.
You're shitting me.
I shit you not.
Huh. You down here for a reason? Or you just come to tell me about Edie?
I like how James just doesn't pull punches, man. He just talks to me like I'm some other dude, and I'm fine with that.
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Let's do it.
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, Or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy him. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Yes.
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
So I love this because I think it speaks to the fact that James maybe has a little bit of a hard time accessing vulnerability when he's got cognitive blockers. And I think he recognizes that there's maybe a bit of a connection to be had with Shepard. And so by preoccupying himself, by sparring with me, I think it allows him to access the vulnerability a little bit. Gets his body moving, a little bit more of a kinetic exercise. As a result, he's maybe able to access some of these things and talk about it more directly with me in a way that doesn't seem to be as intense, because he's not just standing there looking me in the eye, getting all wrapped up in all of his barriers and judgments and all these things. Instead, he just tells me the facts. He tells me like it is, and I'm able to access him on a little bit more of a personal level as a result of doing that. I really think it's a big camaraderie building thing, and it also allows us to access James in a way that we might not otherwise be able to do. And I think that's cool. Also, I'm totally okay with him giving me a nickname.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
As long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Can we ask random questions? You can, yes. Just make sure you tag me. I always like to make sure that I remind people, though, that I cannot do assessments, nor can I do therapy on stream. I can only answer with general information, but yes. And no asking questions about Mass Effect 3 in the form of spoilers. This is, you can ask me stuff about mental health, but yeah, don't ask me anything about Mass Effect 3 that hasn't happened yet. You can ask me stuff about my run on 1 and 2, though. Also, great to have y'all here. We're just going to let the doggo kind of do his thing here. I'm not going to... Seems like a random place for you two to just sit here and talk, but okay. Yeah, the dog just kind of hangs out, walks around. Love the robo dog. Me too. All right, upstairs. Okie dokie. Where do we want to go? Let's see what our journal's got here. Citadel, Grissom Academy, N7 Cerberus Lab, Shrike Abyssal Prothean Obelisk. A Volus diplomat needs a Prothean Obelisk. Recover it from the Shrike Abyssal and deliver it to him at the Citadel Embassy. How do you know if someone's a narcissist? I think the term gets used a lot, but would like a proper explanation. The actual answer to that, current pulse, is you know that a person is a narcissist if they have been assessed by a mental health professional and diagnosed with narcissism. It is not, narcissism is actually not something that laymen can just say a person has. You actually have to get an official diagnosis of it. It's tricky because a lot of times people who actually fit the criteria for narcissism are not going to be thrilled by the fact that that has been diagnosed, but that's how you actually know. So Narcissism is something that is absolutely overused. We see the phrase way too often. Sometimes people use narcissism as a way to contextualize confidence, which is just not accurate. A lot of times what you'll see with narcissism are people who massively overcompensate for insecurity by being what most people perceive to be self-absorbed. They may also engage in gaslighting. That is another term that I do not use lightly because that is a super overused term. And if you're curious my thoughts on that, you can look at my recent Twitter post. But you know if someone's a narcissist because they've been diagnosed as it. Really what it comes down to is if you're interacting with a person in a way that's harmful to you, and it's harmful to you, and it's distressing, and it's causing problems, it's time to set boundaries. Whether they actually fit the criteria for narcissism or not, it's okay for you to have standards for rules of engagement when people interact with you. Who's your favorite Mass Effect woman so far? Arya Talok. Did you ever watch the Mass Effect anime movie of James's Mission? I did not. I would say, why don't we go to... If I have to bring this back to the Citadel Embassy... Oh, man, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe we go to Eden Prime. Prothean artifact on Eden Prime. Let's go back. Let's go to Eden Prime. Okay, we haven't been to Eden Prime. Where it all began, that's right. Eden Prime. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's fertile biosphere drew heavy immigration from Systems Alliance and other human organizations. In 2183, Eden Prime was attacked by a Geth force led by the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Commander Shepard, responding to the attack, encountered a Prothean beacon that warned of imminent Reaper invasion. It's thanks to this beacon, the Commander's quick action, that the galaxy has any chance of survival today. Although the Reapers rushed past much of the Exodus cluster in their plan to take Earth, it is clear the war has come to Eden Prime. Distress signals have jammed all available frequencies, fires burn in vast swaths across the arable land, and its once extensive monorail system is a twisted metal. Cerberus has much to lose if word of their ruthless attack on the human colony gets out. What they stand to gain must be equally valuable. Let's go. Since the UI was brought up last stream, can you better explain what the Reaper system is? What do you mean? All right. We're gonna take... Yes, we have to take Liara, and I think we're gonna take Garrus.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Yeah, I remember it.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
Always the bureaucracy, man.
You always did prefer a straight-up fight.
And you're always good at helping me find them.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
So, Floaty, the way the Reaper mechanic works is that if you ping too much in the system, the Reapers find you and they chase you.
No sign of survivors.
You have to leave the system.
Come on, we need to find the dig site.
You have to leave the system and then you gotta come back after a mission.
This was a beautiful colony once.
It survived Saren. It can survive this.
They rebuilt Minduar. It wasn't the same.
It never is.
You'll have to wait and see, Hampson. All right. Good old Eden Prime. I love that they keep the music the same, too. This is the same music that was in Mass Effect 1 when you're walking on Eden Prime. I think it's such a nice touch. All right, stay frosty. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet, and when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. Don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate. Yikes!
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Yeah, James, take care of yourself, man. The vaccine knocked me out for about 30 hours when I got it. Make sure you drink lots of water, man. Looks kind of dead. I mean, Eden Prime's had a rough go at it, Taco. Had a real rough go at it. All right, anything over here? What's good? Anything?
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
A bit, but at least you're catching on these days.
I like how they like to give Liara a hard time. They do it in jest, and I don't think they push it too far. But I do like that they kind of screw with her a little bit. She always takes it in stride.
There. That's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
Oh, damn, that goes way down.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the Collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos?
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What?
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Galactic community? You think they had something like a council?
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
Hey! I'm down for that too!
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Well then, I'm glad you're here, Liara.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it.
Of course they
did. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Oh, goody.
There they are.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. Oh god, this sniper is so badass. Best weapon in the whole game, man. Absolute best. Ooh, I just got wrecked by that sniper. Wow, that sniper came up so fast. Come on. Jesus. Holy crap. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, that makes more sense. Like, good lord. Come on, Garrus. All right. These are like the jackals in Halo 2.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Shepard, I mean... let's maybe hope that was it, okay? Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage. Oh boy.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Alright, well, let's keep looking then. Equipment, salvage. We'll take those 3,000 credits. What else we got here? Prothean's little green man? I don't know. Hopefully we can open up the stasis pod and find out. Well, I mean, the best we know about the Protheans at this point is that they look like that. I mean, the collectors are the closest that we've seen to what they might look like. Hey, you could grow your weed in here. Oh shit! Well, that was fun. Okay. Let me guess. Yep, new. All right. Ugh. I got wrecked. It's fine. Not that big of a deal.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Now we know that I'm gonna get attacked as soon as I walk out of there.
Yes, Shepard.
Got it.
There we go. Oh boy. Oh, that's fun. Nope, Shepard, get behind this. I probably gotta use the health back here. Oh, the freaking gears. Oh, see ya. How's that guy gonna do? All right, there we go. Oh, dude, Garrus, what are you doing? Liara, stay. I need you to stay right there. What's up, Garrus?
Right away.
Stay away from that turret. Oh, I need to put my armor piercing ammo on this one. Smoke is so inconvenient. Go away. Good night, Munchie. Oh, jeez. Turret hits so hard, man. And I am out of ammo. Not great. No, 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 Shepard. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. Okay. Clear. Yeah, those turrets are rough, man. Once you see those engineers, you got to take them out as fast as you can, because they be nasty.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Cool. I want to look at the other stuff first, because I'm playing an RPG, Liara.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
Thank you, Garrus, for the sobering reminder. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Not great.
Got it.
Oh, come here. Yeah, go over there.
I'm on it.
Go over there. Oh, Jesus. All right. Something tells me going up on top of that house is not the greatest idea. Jesus. Oh, boy. Not good. Not good. Oh, get the Shepard, get down! What are you doing? I just said I didn't want to go up on the roof. Oh, man. Oh, God. And they're, like, perfect with their grenade aim. Alright. Nope. Shepard. Ugh. Okay, so maybe having another weapon here would have been ideal. Okay. I need thermal clips. Woo! There's a thermal clip over there. Completely out of ammo. That's fun. And warp. Boom. Okay. Okay. We're doing all right.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
So Cerberus is trying to get access to the Prothean that's in that life pod. Which makes sense. Sounds like a very Cerberus thing to do. Resistance information update. We've gotten word from our source within Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. This gives us the perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, follow Dr. William Cambiata to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information, and with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge. Jeez.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
A lot of subversive shit going on. Kind of terrifying how systematic Cerberus is being with all this. Alright, equipment salvaged. Alright, good. Good. Now we go down here. Go ahead and go up here. More dead guys.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Hell yeah! Protheans look badass, but yeah, you can see the inspiration for the collectors there. And we can pretty much deduce that that image was happening on Ilos, which is where we went in Mass Effect 1 and saw all those life pods. You may recall. Anything good up here? No. Down we go. I know, it would have been cool to hear Harbinger there, Fictionary. I still love the reveal in 2 that Harbinger's a Reaper. It's not the Collector. That guy's just sort of a Praetorian that's been taken over by Harbinger. Yeah, we get flashbacks to Harbinger. Alright, let's go up here. Check this area. Make sure we have everything to help the Eden Prime resistance effort. Seems that we do. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, flashing light warning again. I forgot to give it last time.
never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Oh, baby.
Backup forces
Oh,
are here.
good. Well, you know, it was fun while it lasted. Garrus? Alrighty. I wish they would just, these things would blow up when the engineers are destroyed. All right, we're good. Thermal clips. Let's grab these thermal clips. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get to the chopper. Oh shit, he's like right there. That's gonna hurt. Oh, it killed me? Are you serious? Oh my god. All right. That's some bullshit.
I've got the signal the Protheans use.
Wow. I really didn't think that was gonna kill me.
We need to open the pod.
Yeah. Jeez. All right.
Backup forces are here.
Do it again. Back in, Shepard. Oh my god. Man, all these like health boosts don't really do shit. What the hell did I just get hit by? Oh my goodness. All right. All right, that guy's good. guy's dead. Now we just got to take out his turret. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm playing on Insanity. They are it. Please use warp. Thank you. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Let's maybe strategize this a little bit. I don't know that going into this building is the best option. I think maybe we go down this way. Yeah. And then kill this guy before he can drop a turret. There we go. That helps. I don't really want to use a med kit yet, but I suppose I probably should. Hopefully there's not more guys to the right. I don't think there is. Oh, shit. Okay. Knock this guy out again. Get him caught up in the singularity. Oh, God. Get down, get down, get down. Okay, good. There you go. God damn it. Oh my God. Okay. Guy's dead. Let's just take out the turret. Is that it? Oh, yeah. All right.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Of course. Find another way to the pod. Okay. Well, first, let's go find some thermal clips here. Because I am crazy low on ammo. And I gotta believe there were thermal clips in here that I missed. Maybe. You guys know if there were thermal clips that I walked past in here? I know, right? Like, thermal clips were everywhere, and now I can't find them anywhere. Like, they had, like, these cool little crates that had them all in them, and now... no dice. Good night, Omega. Did they despawn? I don't think so. Let's go over here. We just got... I mean, we gotta have them. I can't be going without thermal clips here. Yeah, here we go. Here's a box. That'll help. Is this a DLC mission? Yes, it is. This is actually... This DLC, when it came out originally, was very controversial. People were mad because this was on the disc. That when you bought Mass Effect 3, this was on the disc. And EA still charged it as DLC. I think it was a pre-order bonus, but you also, like, if you wanted to buy it, you had to pay for it, but it was on the disc and people were pissed. Yes, very classic EA. But yeah, this was the first piece of DLC that came out.
Unlock this damn thing and go find the others.
Oh, what's up, Ape Junk?
Steals my shit.
Thank you for the raid, friend. Welcome in. Those of you coming along with Ape Junk, hello. I'm Dr. Mick. I'm a licensed couple and family therapist. I got a PhD in human development. And this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games like Mass Effect 3, which is spoiler-free. Talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. This is my 10th time through the Mass Effect trilogy, but I'm playing it as if it's my first. I use the game to illustrate various psychological concepts. If you're interested in that, you want to hang out, would love that. Feel free to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TikTok especially has Mass Effect clips that have mental health spins to them. Heroin Dark, good to see you, friend. Everybody coming along with Ape Junk, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. And Ape Junk, I hope you had a great stream, friend. Thank you, as always, for bringing your community here. I appreciate it every time you do.
Yourself.
All right, here we go. Thank you for the follows that are coming in, by the way, as well.
I'm transmitting the signal. Unlock
Perfect.
this damn thing and
It'll
go
take a
find
few
the
moments for the life pod to
No one
process it.
steals my shit.
Oh, what's up, Optimus?
Heavy Cerberus forces inbound. Looks like we've got a siege on our hands.
Oh, boy. Optimus, thank you for the raid. Those of you coming along with Optimus, hello, I'm Dr. Mick, a licensed couple and family therapist. I got a PhD in human development. And this is Game Sessions with a Therapist, where we play cool games, talk about mental health, psychology, therapy, and more in an effort to destigmatize those things and bring information to people who wouldn't otherwise have it in a responsible and ethical way. I don't do therapy on stream, but I do answer questions related to mental health. You are welcome to ask me at any time, assuming it's not super intense like it is right now. We're doing a spoiler-free run of Mass Effect 3. Heroin, thank you for the 30 bucks. Yes, I can do the giveaways in a bit here once I get through this mission. Thank you very much, friend, for the generosity. Come on. Really? Holy crap. But to everybody who's here with either of the raids, I hope your streams were great. Thank you for the love. I always appreciate them. Puentes, thank you for gifting that sub to Lynx. We are at a very intense part in the game. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so it makes some of these combat sequences a little bit intense. Love the noise this sniper rifle makes when you aim down the sights. All right.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
Yeah, I need a bathroom break for sure, Garrus. That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
That would be fine.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
Oh, whoa! Okay. Well. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. These mechs are a little more intense than the ones in Mass Effect 2, I would say. Not being able to target it also sucks. Oh, man. Oh my God, how many of them are there? Garrus, dude, you don't need to be a hero, brother. What are you doing? need you back. Get your ass in here, buddy.
Got it.
On the double.
Okay. Alrighty. Where is this thing? What the hell? This is where I wish I had a heavy weapon. Oh God, can this thing come in here? No way. No way this thing can fit in here. Shield's broken. Liara? Garrus, what did I tell you about going outside, man? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Itch.
There. You can open the light.
Ooh. Empty Atlas, use. What? Oh no, don't tell me. Okay, we're fine.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused.
Yeah, you think?
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes! No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
We We don't know his name yet, Flashy.
The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
Now we do.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I don't like either of these dialogue options. But asking this guy for help immediately after he just woke up 50,000 years in slumber seems a little ridiculous.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
Yeah, we can. I think we can probably trust the guy. He's one Prothean. This is a hell of an opportunity.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you.
Don't you shoot him.
I can sense fear in you. Anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction. Our warnings. Why weren't they heeded?
Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Fair enough. I've been there. I can empathize.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? I do not believe you, Commander. Lying is a biological marker. There is doubt behind your words.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
So for those who don't know, the idea in Mass Effect is that organic life reaches a point where it becomes very sophisticated, and then the Reapers show up, and they're a synthetic thing, a synthetic organic hybrid. They come in every 50,000 years or so, and they wipe out that organic life, and they allow it to start over again. Protheans, in this case Javik, were the sentient organics that were most recently wiped out by the Reapers. And now it's our turn, and the Reapers are here. Javik was in cryosleep for about 50,000 years. We don't fully understand why the Reapers do what they do, but yes, that's the idea. All right, let's ask Javik some questions.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
He wears great jeans. I like that Javik is so direct in telling us about the fear that we've been talking about in all of these runs of Mass Effect 3, right? Like Shepard's doubts, and Javik's just like, yeah, you're scared, man. Ain't no hiding it from this guy.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
Scythe, thank you for the kind words, and Harrow and Dark. We've got maybe like 5 minutes left of dialogue, and then I'm gonna be finished for the night, so we'll do the giveaways then.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there. built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
Ooh. That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Yeah, yeah, we got Javik. Oh, Javik's great, man. He is great. We'll have a lot of fun hanging out with him.